The Galileo Generation 2 is an Arduino, so it is compatible with most commonly used Arduino peripherals. The Galileo is designed to work with both 3.3 volt and 5 volt shields and peripherals. In this lecture, I am testing to see if a component that I use a lot with my Arduino Uno, the 16x2 LCD character screen connected to an I2C backpack interface, can be used with a Galileo. Let's have a look. In this lecture and in the next one as well, I'd like to play around with peripherals that normally connect to my Arduino Uno or other simpler Arduinos than the Galileo. And I'd like to see how they work and what kind of modifications I have to do in order to make them work with a more advanced board like the Galileo. So I've taken one of my traditional 16x2 cheap LCD character screens, connected to a I2C backpack so that I don't have to plug in too many cables to the Arduino. It's just an easier way to control an LCD screen. And I've connected it in the exact same way as I would with my Arduino Uno. So I've got my 5 volt power going to the 5 volt pin on the power header, and I've got the SDA and SCL pins connected to pins A4 and A5 as well. And I could actually have connected these two jumper wires to the SDL and SDA pins on the communications header up here, and it would be the same effect since those are broken out separately to the analog output and input pins. It's okay, the effect is the same. On the sketch side, I've got my liquid crystal I2C library. This is the same one that I use with the Uno. There's no change. Initialize it here. I'm using the default bus address 27. It doesn't seem like it is occupied by any other device on the Galileo, so I haven't soldered the A0, A1 or A2 address pads on the backpack, so I'm just using the default address, initializing and turning on the backlit in the setup method. And in loop, I'm using the normal functions like clear and set cursor and print and so on to control where things are printed on the LCD screen. The only thing that is unusual from the point of view of the kind of functionality that I have available on the Arduino is the availability of the system command. I showed you what this command does in an earlier lecture. All it does is that it goes to this special file on the Galileo's file system, and it picks up the current CPU temperature. It divides it by 1000 to get a proper Celsius reading, and then sends that information in the first instance to TTY GS0, which is the serial port in the second line. I'm doing the exact same thing, but this time I send the output of this command to this text file. So from there, the Arduino sketch, it will pick up this file, will open it up for reading, and then it will extract with fgets, it will extract the up to 3 digits of the content of this file and place it in the temperature character array. And then it will print the first 2 characters. I'm not printing the last one. The last one is just the close of the array. I'm printing those 2 to the LCD screen and repeating the same thing a second later. So let's go ahead and upload the sketch. And there's the CPU temperature, 64 degrees. If I have a look at the console, so this instruction here will send the output of the command to this file here, which is serial interface that corresponds to the programming USB port or the client USB port on the board. So I'll be able to see the temperature printed out when I open up the Arduino IDE serial monitor. And let's have a look at the serial monitor. And there's 64, the value 64 again, 64 degrees Celsius. Let's have a look also on the file system to see the actual file that contains the temperature. So I'll go to Home and Root, and in here we've got tmp.txt. So inside this file we've got the value 64. Great, so I can verify that backpack that works just fine with the Arduino Uno will also work just fine with the Galileo, even using the same drivers, nothing special required. Let's move on to the next lecture, where I'll verify that this color OLED display also works with the Arduino Galileo.